Okay, everyone will be fine. Greetings and welcome back to Celeb Culture, the only channel that continues to have the courage to call out the hypocrisy that exists in Hollywood, while everyone else bows down to celebrity politics. You have arrived at the right location if you are sick and tired of fake outrage, double standards, and millionaire pop stars pretending to be philosophers. Please click the subscribe button, give this video a like, and then join me in discussing how Taylor Swift has just committed one of the most significant public relations errors of her entire career. Because ever since the shocking murder of Charlie Kirk on September 10th, the entertainment industry has completely lost its mind. This is because of the fact that Charlie Kirk was killed. A month has passed since the tragic event that occurred, and what have we observed rather than engaging in introspection or empathy? There have been instances in which individuals who identify as artists, such as actors, singers, and producers, have turned a tragedy that occurred in the real world into their own personal political campaign. They are powerless to stop themselves. It is impossible for them to go even 5 minutes without endeavoring to transform every headline into a moment that is anti-Trump, anti-conservative, or anti-anyone who disagrees with them. Taylor Swift has just entered the conversation, which is a complete and utter surprise right in the middle of this circus surprise. At this point, I would like to make something very certain. Regarding Taylor Swift as an artist, I have no negative feelings toward her. She possesses a lot of talent. The woman is successful. She has established a vast empire. In 2025, however, she is behaving less like a performer and more like a politician wearing sparkly boots at the same time. Currently, she is on the road for her press tour for her newest album, which is titled The Life of a Showgirl. Furthermore, rather than concentrating on music, she is using each interview as an opportunity to give a speech to 50% of the country about how to think, how to feel, and how to vote. The moment she made the decision to speak out about what had occurred with Charlie Kirk was the beginning of everything. Rather than with compassion or grace, but with yet another political rant, not with empathy. During one of her promotional appearances, Taylor made a statement that was similar to the following: "The only thing I have to say to my critics is that you benefit me every time you mention my album." Afterwards, she went on to imply that those who were critical of Hollywood following Kirk's passing were engaging in harmful behavior. And she went so far as to imply that those who supported Trump were a part of the problem, that they were the ones who were dividing the country. Is that true, Taylor? Those who were shocked and heartbroken by an assassination are now the ones who are considered to be the villains? The problem lies with those individuals who believe that Hollywood will never be able to go a single day without turning tragedy into propaganda. This sector has become so skewed that it is hard to believe it actually exists. She even made the statement, "Since September, our country is breaking into more pieces, and it's our job as entertainers to guide people and teach them how to live their lives." If you take that sentence by itself, you will understand everything that is wrong with the celebrity culture of today. These individuals feel that it is their responsibility to instruct us on how to live our lives. At this point, they are no longer entertainers. Individuals who have appointed themselves as moral instructors and deliver sermons from their mansions in Beverly Hills. In addition, this is what causes people to leave when they are the ones who are causing people to be divided in the first place. Nobody wants to be told how to heal and come together by millionaires who live in gated communities. Nobody wants to be told how to do that. Neither is Taylor the only one who does this. Ariana Grande, Katy Perry, Selena Gomez, and even Pink have all been seen jumping on the same bandwagon of politicizing what happened to Charlie Kirk. They have used this situation as a twisted opportunity to score points against Trump or anyone else on the right. It's almost like a script straight from the Hollywood studios. At the moment that something terrible occurs, rather than bringing people together, these celebrities rush out of their mansions and begin tweeting about how it is all the fault of conservatives. To make matters even worse, they believe that they are acting bravely in this situation. On the other hand, it is not brave to attack half of the country when you are aware that your entire industry will sing your praises. It is not bravery, rather, it is activism through performance. Further, Taylor stated, "What happened last month should not give anyone the freedom to say destructive things about those representing our great industry." This statement was made in reference to the events that occurred. Hold on, please wait. We have a robust industry. This is the same industry that has been ridiculing, dividing, and stifling individual voices for many years. When people openly mock the beliefs of others on national television, they receive standing ovations for their actions. This is the same industry. I am sorry to say that you guys were not elected to be the moral guardians of society. In addition, the irony is incomprehensible. Taylor claims that she wants to use her music to heal the nation, but at the same time, she is pointing the finger of blame at Trump supporters for everything that is wrong with the United States. What you are doing is not healing, it is gaslighting. To tell you the truth, ever since the murder of Charlie Kirk, the entertainment industry has been revealing its true nature. The issue is not one of unity. It has nothing to do with compassion. Control is the issue here. Controlling the narrative, controlling how people feel, and probably most importantly, controlling what people are permitted to say are all examples of control. The remarks made by Taylor Swift are not the unique viewpoint of a single singer because they are a part of a much larger pattern that has been devouring Hollywood for years. They are significant. Here we see the system once more revealing its true nature, the one in which well-known people, hosts of late-night talk shows, and guests who regularly appear on award shows work together to transform every single tragedy into a political sermon. Even before the dust has had a chance to settle, they immediately turn on the cameras and begin delivering speeches to millions of people. You have individuals such as Robert Dyro, Jimmy Kimmel, and Tom Hanks, all of whom are considered to be moral voices in the entertainment industry, collectively forming this unspoken alliance. One could compare it to a cult of elitism in which members ensure that the acceptable opinion is kept within the confines of the bubble. In the event that you have the audacity to venture outside of it, they will destroy you in public, label you as dangerous, and pretend that they are preserving democracy by doing so. Who do you think is currently in charge of that moral crusade in the year 2025? There was no one else but Taylor Swift. It was the same musician who had previously stated to her fans that she wanted to avoid politics and concentrate solely on her music. It didn't seem like that phase lasted very long, did it? Due to the fact that the moment the cameras were once again focused on her, she was unable to combat the urge to take a shot at 50% of the nation. What about that double standard? Let's talk about it. If a conservative artist, or more specifically, anyone from the right, were to say even half of what Taylor just said, they would be eliminated in an instant. Their sponsors would withdraw their support. According to the press, they would be considered extremists, and Hollywood would act as if they had never existed. Imagine for a moment that someone like Morgan Wallen or Jason Aldean were to take this stage and say, liberals ought to just keep their opinions to themselves and remain silent. It would cause the internet to explode. Almost every news organization from CNN to Rolling Stone would be providing coverage around the clock, describing it as dangerous rhetoric. However, when Taylor Swift makes this statement, when she basically tells millions of people who support Trump to keep quiet because their words cause division, it suddenly becomes bravery. Now, all of a sudden, it is healing energy. Don't be so hard on me. Each and every time the script is the same, it is progress when they go through with it. Hatred is what you do when you do it. It's art when they give speeches to the entire world. The act of disagreeing is an example of misinformation. The double standard that Hollywood operates under is one of the most hilarious examples of modern culture. The punchline, on the other hand, is not getting any better. And believe me when I say that this is not going to be a happy ending. There is a rapid awakening of people, fans, regular people in the United States who aren't even politically active and who just wanted to enjoy music or movies, are coming to the realization that their favorite artists have transformed into political commentators while dressed in designer clothes. The individuals whom they once admired are coming to the realization that they do not actually care about their fans. They are concerned with receiving applause from the same small group of elites who attend the same expensive award shows again and again. None of the magic is left. There is a crack in the illusion. As a result, the level of opposition continues to increase with each passing year. because you are not bringing the nation together when you insult your own audience for not thinking the same way that you do. And when you treat millions of your fans as if they are enemies, you are tearing down bridges of communication. To begin, let's take a look at the actual situation. When Trump won again in the second wave, which occurred in late 2024, Hollywood experienced a complete and utter melt. Famous people crying on talk shows and promising to leave the United States of America while posting those dramatic threads on Twitter. It was complete and utter chaos. However, these feelings are no longer considered to be emotions after the murder of Charlie Kirk. This is a strategy. They have acquired the skills necessary to weaponize outrage, to transform tragedy into marketing, and to turn suffering into profit. Hollywood does not care about uniting people or healing them. They are concerned with maintaining control, safeguarding the narrative, and ensuring that you remain on their side. Every occurrence turns into a test of loyalty. You are either an ally of them or an adversary of them. Do you have any idea who has become the public face of that system? I am Taylor Swift. She has transitioned from being a country sweetheart to becoming a polished mouthpiece for the elite of Hollywood, individuals who make fun of regular Americans, then proceed to lecture them about the importance of coming together. It's not real. We have practiced it. The script is the same old tired one. Indeed, we are the good guys. It is you who is the issue, but people are beginning to come to their senses. It becomes more understandable the more these famous people talk about it. Their compassion is nothing more than public relations. Their advocacy is nothing more than branding. Celebrities are not the focus of our attention here. At this point, we are here to reveal the agenda that is concealed behind the performance. Are you telling me that Taylor is just another pawn in the echo chamber that Hollywood has created? Do she, on the other hand, actually believe her own script? Please leave your comments below. In addition, if you are finished with the hypocrisy, you should click the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with someone who is just beginning to come to their senses. Due to the fact that the truth does not spread on its own, it is because of you that it does. Celebrity culture is a place where we don't just follow the headlines, rather we expose the machine that is behind them.